Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this new CATIA Talk. Today we are going to talk about composite manufacturing and its automation with impressive robots, as you will see. And for this, I'm very glad to welcome François Melocco, who is Chief Software Officer. Hi, François, at Coriolis Composites. Hi, and also Olivier Nallet, who is process expert in the mechanical industry for CATIA at Dassault Systèmes. Hi, Olivier.
Hello, Anne.
And as you may know, JEC World 2022 will take place in roughly a month now. And this is the international event on composite. So stick with us till the end, as we will talk about it at the end of this talk. And as usual, remember that we will always be pleased to answer your questions. So don't hesitate to post your comments and questions in the comment section at the bottom of the post, and we'll be happy to answer it at the end of this CATIA Talk. Well, I hand over to you now, Olivier.
Thank you, Anne. And hello, François, again. Nice to share this little session with you. Well, we know each other for a long time. Just to remind that before we're working together as partners, we were colleagues at Dassault, as you have been in charge of some R&D products on the Dassault side, and especially the composite product, before joining the partner Coriolis, I think 4 years ago. So yes. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to talk to you again.
Share this little time together. So just to remind everybody why and how Coriolis and Dassault are working together. The reason is that, especially on the composite domain, when it comes to very specialized pieces of the process, instead of taking these specialized parts of the process in charge by ourselves, sometimes we are relying on experts partners. And so for fiber placement especially, Dassault has decided some years ago to rely on Coriolis to manage this part of the process. And this is how the partnership between Dassault and Coriolis started. Now, maybe it's interesting to have an overview of Coriolis and what you're doing. So you're, I would say, a special company, as you started on the hardware, but you also have the software. So give us an overview of all this.
Okay. So Coriolis is well, at Coriolis we develop, we build, and we sell AFP machines. So AFP is automated fiber placement. One of our bestseller is the C1. So it's a machine that has a very small head, which allows to drape very well, not only large parts, but also parts with high curvature. Main reason for the small head is that the spools are in a creel and not mounted on the head like a lot of machines. So we've got these machines for several years, and we're currently releasing the C1.2, which is a brand new machine, which goes faster to lay up, faster cut and feed as well, longer knife lifespan, and easier to maintain the elements, easier access to all the elements. So that's the main machines. We also have machines for with exchangeable heads, which are mounted on gantries, and we deliver machines all around the world. And we have customers, well, in the industry, aerospace industry, for example, Premium Airtech, Safran, Airbus Atlantic. They've all got several machines, 5, 6 machines, and we also provide machines for R&D centers, which are very similar machines. And we have the main actors on R&D centers, NCC in the UK, Fraunhofer in Germany, NIA in the US, etc.
Excellent. Yeah. So you've got all the expertise from the machine, and of course, if we want to use the machine the right way, we need to have the piece of software to understand how they will work, and of course program it. And that's where the partnership with Dassault comes. So can you tell us a little bit about the software part of the Coriolis activities?
Yeah, it was a decision taken by Coriolis when the company started, is to develop the solutions, the software solutions, because at the times there was no off-the-shelf solutions for AFP. So they started developing a solution that is called CAD Fiber, which is a standalone solution. And very soon after that, we started the partnership with Dassault. And we started developing CAT Fiber, which is an add-on to Katia and Delmia solutions for composites. So these two solutions are equivalent, and they allow what we call offline programming, AFP programming. And that's it. And CAT Fiber is available on V5 and on 3D Experience. So we started the partnership for 3D Experience. It was even called V6 at the time, in 2012, and now we're one of the partners on 3D Experience. And
I think it's an important point to mention that Coriolis is a partner available on V5, on 3D Experience, but also, which is not necessarily always the case, is always ready to deliver on the very latest releases of 3D Experience. So usually you're always ready to cover the business needs with the latest release. So it's quite challenging, I guess, on your side, but it's very nice for the customers and also for us, as it's CAT Fiber is covering this part of the process. So we need it for every customer at every level. So
important to mention is that our solutions are not specific to Coriolis machines. We develop the solutions using the experience of the machine that we gain with the machines, and we have with our AFP experts. But the solutions are actually independent. The technology is independent to our machines. So we have programmed non-Coriolis machines in the past, and we still can do.
Yeah, and that's important because I think that's also one of the reasons why Dassault and Coriolis are cooperating. Because as a software provider, we don't want to focus specifically on one brand of machines, but we would like to cover as many machines as possible. And I think it's part of the partnership that we have together, that the solution covers also other machines than the Coriolis one. That's right. Yeah. So maybe what would be nice is to have a better view or a more precise view of what CAT Fiber is offering in terms of solution. So I think you have a small illustration to show us.
Yeah, it's a video that's been around, but it's nice. And for those who don't know AFP, it's better to see a video that shows not only the machine but the software as well. So here, this is a video with a part that was made by one of our customers called Stelia, and now called Airbus Atlantic. And the solution basically covers what we call the AFP design, or creating the geometry of the fibers that need to be laid, then creating the layup trajectories, and also all the trajectories that connect each layup trajectory through the link, what we call the link path, and the from home and to home trajectories. So you basically create these trajectories by taking into account what the machine can actually do, which is one of the main difference with our competitors, is that we take into account the machine capabilities to generate the trajectories.
What we call
So here
that's the virtual twin.
yeah, the virtual twin, and you see the actual machine here with the same part as the one that we saw on the video.
Yeah, that's very impressive. And so just as a reminder, the solution covers both all the manufacturing preparation part that is the most visible, I think, in the video, but also all the simulation which is done inside the CATIA Composite application. So it really covers the complete process from the design up to the final manufacturing. Which
exactly, and you also have the possibility to send the fiber information, the way they've been designed, back to the FEA for further analysis of how the part will behave.
Yeah, it's nice solution, nice integration in our suite of solution also. That's
yep, thank you.
Good to say, and especially with 3D experience, as there is a better integration of all the aspects of the composite part definition and design. That's important to have a solution which really is using this common platform and is able to take advantage of all this data sharing and then structure sharing for the design, the manufacturing, and you're right, the simulation also, which is important. So it's very nice. Thanks for the highlight.
You're welcome.
Very nice. And I think if people want to have more detail, well, of course, they can contact us. But also, as Anne was mentioning, in a month from now, the JEC World 2022 will happen in Paris. And of course, Coriolis will be there as a main actor of the composite market. And Dassault will be back after some years being away from the show. So I think people should come and visit us on our booth. On our side, we will have on the booth a part which is designed and manufactured by 3D Experience for the design part and manufactured by a Coriolis machine. So that's quite interesting. It's a foil. And also to mention that Dassault during the JEC will organize a conference around composite and the solutions for composite. And François, you will be the speaker for the manufacturing part. And I think at this occasion, you will announce some new capabilities on the Coriolis software side. So,
yeah. Well, I'll talk about the design for manufacturing solution that we're developing to reduce costs and time to market of composite parts, which is important for the industry.
Excellent.
And also, we'll also have a booth at Coriolis for Coriolis, and we'll share the booth with MF Tech, our filament winding company of the Coriolis group. So it will be nice to have both companies next to each other at the JEC.
Yeah, filament winding is starting to be an important process also, that's right. Exactly. Should not forget it.
Yeah, especially for hydrogen.
Exact. Okay, well, thank you very much, François, for sharing this time. And
you're welcome. Thank you.
Back to you, Anne, and we'll answer questions because I've seen there are some questions. So,
yes, exactly. So there are very interesting questions. Thank you for asking them. I think the first one, I don't know, maybe some of them you already answered. So I will repeat some of the questions and we'll see if it's okay. So does Dassault System have a specific composite modeling application, like for carbon fiber or fiberglass? Or what about concrete also, as it is a composite too? Would you have some answers about those questions?
Yeah, sure. So yes, Dassault has some specific apps inside CATIA to model composite parts. As it's mentioned, concrete can be considered as a composite material like many others, but the CATIA app is really focusing on material made of fibers, let's say. So mainly fabrics. Not only we have some other, we are able to cover other processes like braiding or forming, but the application will cover parts where the material is made of fiber. So concrete is completely outside of the scope of the application, for sure. But for all the other materials, so carbon fiber, glass fiber, no problem. We can handle that.
Okay, great. Thank you, Olivier. And the second question was about cat fiber, but I think this question came before François presented. Well, Hector, I don't know if it's okay with you now, if you were already there in the CATIA Talk.
Maybe it's the cat fiber and cat fiber are very close. So
yes, okay.
Yeah, the standalone version is CAD with a D, CAD fiber, and the one integrated in Katia and Delmisia solutions is CAT fiber, as in Katia fiber, CAT fiber.
Okay, I think this clarifies. Thank you. And yes, maybe the third question was about the 3D experience. Does this include V6 3D experience? And I think regarding this, it was referring to the integration and partnership. So I let you answer if you want.
Yeah, it's integrated in 3D experience. When I said V6, it was the former name of 3D experience. We're only talking about the 3D experience now. So yes, it's integrated. Cat fiber is integrated in 3D experience.
Perfect. And I think the last question, as far as I can see, is can you convert a solid model to a composite model? And what's the workflow like?
Good question. So yes, inside CATIA Composite, we have a special strategy to convert a solid model to a composite model. Basically, the idea is to fill the solid by layers of composite. In fact, we have special algorithms who are able to slice the solid depending on the thickness of the material, and this way to find the right shapes for the layers to fill the solid. So, that's how the workflow looks. To make it short.
Great. Well, I think. Oh, another question there. I know there are other Dassault partners developing special software for AFP and ETL and building their own machines. Is Coriolis the only partner that's going to continue as composite partner? It's a tricky question, at least for me, and I don't know if you have the answers, or I'm thinking to other persons who could answer. Maybe I don't know, Olivier, if you want to answer, or if we let it.
I think there is something specific to Coriolis, and François mentioned it. It's that cat fiber does not cover only the Coriolis machines, but they are able to cover other machines. Where for me, other partners are developing software to focus on their own machines and only their own machines. So definitely, Coriolis is the partner which is covering which is able to cover many machines or different manufacturers of machines. So that's why it's the partner that I would say we push in front, let's say, or it's the privileged partner because it's more flexible than any other partners in this domain.
Okay, thank you very much for this answer. Well, no, I think that it's easy for you to continue the conversation on the CATIA user community. I will show you in a minute how to do so. But as Olivier mentioned, we would be also very happy to answer you directly if you come to the JEC World 2022. Our booth will be the B32 in the Hall 6. And we have also a conference on the second day, on the Wednesday, where you can meet Dassault Systèmes experts and also François in person. Yes, let me share with you how to continue the conversation with François and Olivier. So maybe I will hide this and share my screen. You see, if you use the URL link, which is just below your screen, go.3ds.com/Katia, you will reach the Katia user community that you see here on the screen. It will perhaps require that you fill out a DS passport, which is very quick. And then when you are on those communities, if you select the Katia user community, you can find a lot of content, media, posts, anything on Composite you would like, and also experts. And you can find more globally into all the communities. You have also ways to refine your search and to decide what to consult. You can find experts, as I mentioned. And so don't hesitate to continue the conversation. For example, if you go to the post, you will see that, yes, it was the first post, sorry. I just show you how to continue the conversation, if possible. Yes, just below this previous post, sorry, it's not the good example. You have a comment section where you can ask your question, you post your comments. Sorry, I'm a bit slow on this. I will find the last post and it will be easier to see where to do this. Yes, you can continue the conversation exactly here as Pedro asked his question. So once again, thank you very much for joining this CATIA Talk, and talk to you soon on the JEC World 2022 or into the Katia user community.
Okay.
So, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.